Whew. What a day. Um, let's see. All right. So I didn't do a morning uh, little intro, mostly just because I was getting ready for a annual performance review from for my company. So I was getting all dressed to the nines and didn't really uh, didn't really make a little intro of what I was going to do today because that was what I was going to do. Had a great talk with my boss. Um, we're definitely on the same page of things I need to improve on, things I do pretty well on, and a lot of it is, just working on my professionalism, working on being better at like grammar, vocabulary, things like that, because it's something I've been really weak on. And obviously, reading my Bible, doing, um, reading the Celebration of Discipline, reading other books has increased that a little bit, but there's still some improvement I need to do. Also, I'm a very abrasive kind of person when it comes to work. So I uh, I can come off as a jerk a little bit and come off as somewhat dismissive of other people. Um, so you know, those are things that everybody can work on. Work on just being overall friendlier as a human and maybe present things in a way that is challenging but not combative. It's probably a good way of putting that. Not that I just like call people out, but I I try to make sure that I don't put my department in a bind. But a lot of that is just excuses. There, I could do a lot better, and so I'm going to. In this vlog, video journal, something, whatever this um, is meant to help with that. So a lot of it's just speaking my mind, making sure that my thoughts on things are fully developed. Um, and so it gives me something to do, to talk to. I'm not just cooped up in my house, uh, talking to nobody, which I sort of am, but it's a way of putting myself out there and challenging myself to be better, to uh, make sure I mean what I say. Uh, I'm not sure if I brought up that this is like accountability for me. You know, these videos are going to be a week behind. So if you're seeing this and you're um, watching this particular one as it's come out, or a few days before, I mean, you're a week behind of my life as it's happening, because you don't want to, like the last video where I talked about fasting, but you don't want to just tell people that you're fasting because that's just bringing attention to yourself. But if I fast, complete the fast, tell you the benefits of the fast and what good came of it, then the fast is over. You're not looking at me going, oh, look at him, he's fasting, what a pious man of God. It's uh, you're just seeing how I'm going through things and how I'm living out and working out my salvation, uh, which I think application is the whole purpose of these videos, is making sure that I'm held accountable for applying the things that we learned in Scripture, things that we learn in the um, the celebration of discipline, uh, and that's sort of the point. That's sort of the goal. Uh, but as far as like today, I've gotten some chores done. I've gotten most of my laundry done, which is awesome. I do need to clean up the kitchen, and I need to start on that budget that I talked about yesterday. Um, Obviously, with uh, reviews at the our annual reviews come with our Christmas bonus on whether or not you got a raise or not. So all that's factored in to this budget I'm going to create. But now I need to go find out what is the best budget. What percentage should I be paying on my household? What percentage should I be paying on my animals? What percentage should I be paying on food, entertainment, things like that? I can certainly tighten the belt um, on a couple different things. I don't normally just go out and spend a exorbitant amount of money all the time, but I do occasionally. I'd say probably once a quarter. Um, I'll drop like $300 on something or $100 on something, and it's not something that I pray about. It's not something that I sort of like plan for. Like, hey, next month I'm gonna buy X. It's just like an impulse thing. So, that's where I need to work on self control, because maybe I don't need that. I mean, I'll give you a great example. I bought a Oculus Quest 2 about a month before they went up like $100 in price, which is great. But I don't really use it. I used it for the first like month and a half. It was great for like exercise and stuff, but I don't really have a lot of things that I can play. Plus, I started having some vertigo and nausea while playing for extended periods of time. So I'm going to give that to a buddy of mine who also makes videos, much more entertaining content than this, probably. And I'll talk to him on whether or not I'm gonna link his uh, YouTube. He may not want anything to do with this video series. I don't even know what you would call this. And I'm just gonna give it to him because he's been a great friend and he can absolutely utilize it more than I can. So I don't see any reason why, hey, Merry Christmas and Happy Birthday. And don't say I never did nothing for you. So, but as far as today goes, it's been a really great day. I've been in a great place mentally, been a great place spiritually. I think I sort of tailed off my faith a little bit. And what I mean by tailing off is that I sort of ignore my faith to a degree, and it's just like I'm just living. Like I'm not living for Christ. I'm just sort of going about my day as a normal person. And that's not great. It's not a great thing to do. I realized that I sort of did that this afternoon. So I have to kind of keep myself on a tight leash because I'm very prompt and very able to have ADD brain and then just go back to living life and not living as a servant for Christ. And not that that is a terrible thing, but I may have missed an opportunity because I was in my own little world instead of, looking at the world through, a Christ lens. So kind of failed a little bit, and I recognize that, and it's something that I have to improve on, and that's why I'm doing this. That way I can reflect and see where I could have done something better and I could have done something different. But as far as the day as a whole, been a pretty good day, been a pretty great day. So now I'm going to make me some food, going to give the old turbo puppy a bath. He's not gonna like that one bit, and you know, keep on rocking. Do a little bit of studying tonight. Probably gonna get a couple pages of the Celebration of Discipline in. I forget what we're on. We just finished up Solitude last week. I haven't read the next chapter, so I don't know what the next part is, but we'll see. I'm sure it'll be a great one. And yeah, so I'll see y'all tomorrow.